If you encounter this exponential question in exam, how will you approach the question? Okay, we are asked to solve 8 raised to the power of x plus 2 raised to the power of x equals to 130. To solve this question, the first thing I would like you to do is this. Do you know that 8 raised to the power of x can be written as 2 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of x? Are you getting it? And this can in turn be written as 2 raised to the power of 3x. Are you getting it? So I'm going to replace 8 raised to the power of x as 2 raised to the power of 3x. So I'm going to have 2 raised to the power of 3x plus 2 raised to the power of x equals to 130. Okay, don't forget this law. If you have 2 raised to the power of a times b, it can be written as 2 raised to the power of b raised to the power of a, or 2 raised to the power of a raised to the power of b. So therefore, 2 raised to the power of 3 times x can be written as 2 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 3, or 2 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of x. Now, because of the solution that I'm doing, what I'm going to use is 2 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 3. Do you understand? I just showed this to help you to understand that you can write it this way or this way. Do you know that 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8, right? Which will in turn give us 8 raised to the power of x. Are you following? Okay, so I'm going to replace 2 raised to the power of 3x as 2 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 3, okay? So the equation becomes 2 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 3 plus 2 raised to the power of x equals to 130. Now, having gotten to this point, the next step is that I'm going to let 2 raised to the power of x, I'm going to let it equals to a letter, okay? So let's 2 raised to the power of x equals to a. Do you understand? So anywhere I see 2 raised to the power of x in this equation, I'm going to replace it as a. Are you following? So I'm going to have a raised to the power of 3 plus a equals to 130. Okay, so we have this cubic equation. Don't forget our goals. Our goals is to find the real solution. Are you getting it? Our goal is to find the real solution. In polynomial equation, you can obtain a complex solution or real solution. Are you getting it? But our goal in this equation is to find the real value of x. So now, how can we solve this cubic equation? We have a raised to the power of 3 plus a equals to 130. Let us progress like this. I'm going to have a raised to the power of 3 plus a minus 130 equals to 0. Are you following? Okay. Don't forget that a can be written as negative 25a plus 26a. Are you getting it? So I'm going to replace the value of a as this. So the equation becomes a raised to the power of 3 minus 25a plus 26a minus 130 equals to 0. If you want to learn more on how to solve cubic equation, you can check our channel on YouTube, okay? Now, here I'm going to factorize a multiplied by a squared minus 25. Are you following? Then here I'm going to have plus 26 multiplied by a minus 5. This will be equals to 0. Okay, don't forget that. Please pay attention. Focus on this. I'm going to have a multiplied by a squared minus, now 25 can be written as 5 squared. So I'm going to have minus 5 squared plus 26 multiplied by a minus 5. This will be equals to 0. Okay, according to this rule, if you have difference of 2 squared of a and b, you're going to have a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So that means I can rewrite a squared minus 5 squared as a minus 5 multiplied by a plus 5. Are you following? So I'm going to replace a squared minus 5 squared as a minus 5 and a plus 5. So the equation becomes a multiplied by a plus 5 multiplied by a minus 5, which is the same thing. You can put any one. You can put it. I just bring this one here and then this one here. It stays the same. So here I'm going to have plus 26 multiplied by a minus 5. This will be equals to 0. Okay. Now, the next thing is that I can factorize a minus 5 because a minus 5 is common to this and also a minus 5 is common to this. So it becomes a minus 5 minus 5 multiplied by a plus 5. Okay, don't put this bracket now. Plus 26. This will be equals to 0. Now, this shows that this a minus 5 is affecting this and also is affecting the positive 26. Do you understand? Okay, now, when you get to this point, I can set a minus 5 equals to 0, right? Yes, this is the first. And also, I can set a multiplied by a plus 5 plus 26 equals to 0. This is the second. Okay, now don't forget our goals. Our goals is to find the real solution. Now, let me first check the second. We have a. We want to check because this one here, we are going to have a quadratic equation. Are you getting it? So we are going to use the discriminant to check maybe this has a real solution or not. So I'm going to have a multiplied by a plus 5 plus 26 equals to 0. A squared plus 5a plus 26 equals to 0. Discriminant b squared minus 4ac. If the discriminant b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, that means this quadratic equation doesn't have a real solution. Do you understand? Okay, here b is 5, so I'm going to have the discriminant will be equals to 5 squared minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 26, right? So the discriminant will be 25 minus 104. So the discriminant will be negative 79. As you can see, the discriminant here we have this. That means negative 79 is less than 0. So we cannot have real solution from this quadratic equation. Because we cannot obtain the real solution from this quadratic equation, so we ignore this and then we focus on a minus 5 equals to 0. From this, a minus 5 equals to 0. A will be equals to 5. Now, don't forget our goals. Our goals is to find the value of x and not the value of a. So, I'm going to recall, listen. Do you know we said let 2 raised to the power of x equals to a? Let me erase this. Don't forget 2 raised to the power of x equals to a. So I'm going to have 2 raised to the power of x equals to, now the value of a here is what? 5. The reason why we cannot make use of the value of a here is because it is a complex solution. Are you getting it? So I'm going to have 5 here. Now, to get the value of x, I will take the logarithm of both sides. So I'm going to have x log 2 is equals to log 5. Okay. Okay, to get the value of x, divide both sides by log 2. So I'm going to have log 5 all over log 2. Okay. X will be equals to 1 over log 2 base 5, right? So x will be equals to log 5 base 2. Okay, this I just make use of the properties of logarithm. Here I make use of change of base formula. I obtain this. Then I make use of a reciprocal. Are you getting it? Reciprocal law. So if you want to learn more on logarithm as well, you can check our YouTube channel. Okay. So 8 raised to the power of log 5 base 2 plus 2 raised to the power of log 5 base 2 equals to 130, which is the final solution. Do you understand? Okay, don't forget to click on the like button, share the videos to your friend, and also comment. Are you getting it? Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.